What's going on, guys? I am back with another video. Real quick, I just wanted to update my deck profile because some things have changed in the last couple weeks since the ban list. Mainly, it's just Parallel Exceed, the Therion card, along with the two monsters in the extra deck. And I went ahead and took out Abyss Dweller and Rafflesia for this. And I put in Baguska. And I made a couple other changes. For the most part, just go ahead and take a look real quick. You can compare it to what I had before if you were following that deck list, or you can compare it to your deck list. I would play 3 Parallel Exceed if I had 3 of them in real life. I don't know what I would cut for it. I might just put it in as a 43rd card, or I might actually just not play the 3rd Parallel Exceed. So yeah. I think this is a pretty good, pretty tight, pretty refined deck list. I added the Ghost Ogre over the Drolls. I might put the Drolls back in. I'm not sure what I would take out for them, though. Maybe Nibiru, because Nibiru is just not very good in this meta. Unless it's against Snake Eye. But even then, it's not very good. So I don't know. I might take out the Nibiru for 2 Drolls. But besides that, I don't expect to make any big changes moving forward in the future. Almirage is a somewhat cuttable card, but when you run Parallel Exceed, you basically have to have it because it turns basically any hand trap plus Parallel Exceed into full combo plus. So yeah, pretty good. Besides that, I don't think there are any notable changes. I just wanted to bring this video to you guys real quick. I think Underworld Goddess was in the main deck in the last video, so that's not a change. Yeah, I think that's basically going to be it. So take a look at the deck profile. I'll go ahead and hover over each card so you guys can properly see the name. You got Super Heavy Samurai Wakaoshi at 3, Motorbike at 3, Ash at 3, Snake Eye, Snake Eye Poplar at 2, 1 for 1, 2 Original Sinful Spoils, 1 Ponix, 1 Snake Eye Oak, 1 Snake Eye Flamberge, 1 Big Benkei Super Heavy Samurai, 1 Super Heavy Samurai Soul Guy Booster, 1 Fire King Avatar Barong, 1 Fire King Avatar Avada, 1 Fire King Sanctuary, 1 Island, 1 Circle, 1 Garunix, 2 Kieran. The 3rd Kieran came out for either the Regulus or one of the Parallel Exceeds. I can't remember exactly. But then you have your 1 Regulus, your 2 Parallel Exceed, your 3 Effect Veilers, which starts your hand traps, then 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Nibiru. So 12 hand traps in total. The only 3 ofs are going to be Effect Veiler, which is not once per turn, and Ash, which can be used as an extender. So you guys have heard my theory on that in my other videos. Then in the extra deck, we have Gigantic Champion Sargus, we have Springen's Merrymaker, we have Infernal Flame Banshee, we have Garunix Eternity, Hyang of the Fire Kings, we have Guska, number 41, we have Hita the Fire Charmer, we have Relinquished Anima, Salamangreat Almirage, Nightmare Phoenix, IP Masquerena, Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, Promethean Princess, Amblo Whale, Appaloosa, Underworld Goddess. So that's going to be our 15 card extra deck. I think I had... No, I didn't have Heat Soul in the main deck in that video. Okay, so yeah. I decided against Heat Soul just because it doesn't come up enough. Every single one of these cards comes up almost every single game. So you kind of just need like all 15 of these cards. The only ones that are kind of negotiable are the Merrymaker, the Sargus, and the Baguska, and maybe the Garunix Eternity, but it just comes up so much for me. But even these, like the 2 rank 4s and the Gigantic Champion Sargus, they come up for me all the time. So I wouldn't cut any cards here. I think this is like the tightest this extra deck will get. I think every single one of these cards is necessary. If you were to cut the Parallel Exceed, maybe you'd be able to cut the Almirage for something else. But that's the only thing I can see really changing easily, at least. The other ones would have to be kind of replaced with something else. Like Baguska, you would need to replace it with another option in case you get drolled on your super heavy stuff. You would need to replace Spring and Merrymaker with something like Rafflesia to be able to make up for the fact that you don't have the negate anymore. So yeah, then we'll go into our side deck, which is Kiki Nagashi Fucho. This is going to be mainly against Shifter and Droll in specific situations. Then we have Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. This is mainly for time, and also it can actually come up going second, like pretty often. Going second, I would actually side this in against basically every single deck, except for maybe like Dragon Link or something like that, or maybe even Branded, because Branded is pretty good against this card. So yeah, then we have World Sea Dragon Zelantis. I put this in the side for going second. So these two cards would most likely go in second every single time, which would be the Scarlight and the Zelantis. So I really think these two cards are pretty much necessary for going second. Or not necessary, but very, very good for going second. I might take out the Scarlight for the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix once I get it, but I don't own it right now, so right now I'm just using Scarlight and Zelantis. Then we have Divine Temple on the side. We have the 3 Ceravis. I bumped this up from 2 to 3. And I think I took out a bunch of traps because we don't need it anymore now that we're running the Regulus, since it's an Omni Negate. Let's see. Then we have our 2 time cards, which is Fire King Avatar Kirin. This is also good against Branded because it can help you basically search Ash. Volcanic Scattershot is also really good. Then we have our Bistio Druisworm, Bistio Magnemite, so our anti-graveyard cards basically. And then we have our anti-back row cards, which is going to be our 2 Archfiend Eccentric and 2 Pankratops. Pankratops is not just anti-back row, and actually neither is Archfiend Eccentric, so both cards are very good and very versatile, but they're mainly in here as back row disruption, since I don't have any kind of back row hate. If I had Fenrir, I would probably replace the 2 Archfiend Eccentric for the 2 Fenrir, but I don't own Fenrir, so another card that I could really use that I don't have, but it is kind of expensive. Hopefully it gets reprinted in the Megatins coming up this month. So yeah, that's going to be the updated deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and make a video explaining the super heavy stuff in super depth. So if you're interested in learning about that, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get that notification when that video comes out. I'm out. Peace.